Hey guys, it's Poochie. Today we're going to go through some of the highest selling shirts on eBay recently, and I'm going to teach you how just by looking out, keeping an eye open for things like this at yard sales, at the flea market, at rummage sales, at thrift stores, you can make a lot of extra money. So let's get into it. Okay, so this example is a vintage Mosquito Head t-shirt. Mosquito Head is a very popular brand. They did a lot of custom shirts in the 80s and 90s because they thought shirts just looked so boring. So they did bleaches. They did all sorts of customization on shirts. And this is a prime example of a Mosquito Head shirt. And it sold for best offer close to $1,450. Pretty good, right? Let's go on. Let's move on. Nirvana shirts, original Nirvana shirts, especially the weirder ones, are really highly collectible. They're very popular. This one sold for $1,400. This is a 1994 Nirvana Insecticide shirt. You can see it's on the giant tag from Anvil. If you go to defunked.com, defunkd.com, it'll help you date your shirts so you can tell what era or year a shirt is from just by the label. This does not have, you can also look, not sure if it does, but on the graphic, sometimes it has a copyright date. So that is another way that you can look. But this sold for $1,400 on eBay. This one, look at this description. Is this like the best description ever? Or the best title ever? It sold for $1,415, but the title literally says vintage shirt, extra large, or XL, 1994. This person apparently is not into keywords, but their shirt did sell for $1,415. Let's go on. This is the highest selling t-shirt that I found. It sold for best offer close to $6,500. And check it out. They only put up 3 photos. Right? A photo of the front, a photo of the back, and a photo of the tag, which they obviously pinned down with some sort of a postcard or something. But it sold for best offer close to $6,500. This one, the Professionals, a lot of old movie promo shirts are worth a lot of money, so keep your eyes open for those. This one sold for $6,000 or close to it. It is just kind of an obscure movie. The Professional starred Natalie Portman back in the 90s. Okay, it's got the old tag. You can tell the date by going to defunked.com again, and it sold for enough to buy a car, basically. A used car, but still a car. This is a Robert Mapplethorpe art Mosquito Head shirt. This is another Mosquito Head shirt. Look at the graphics. I mean, look at the shirt is a work of art, but if you look at it, it's just an incredible piece of t-shirt art. So that sold for best offer close to $5,750. Here's the thing, guys. A lot of people are like, oh, you want those old rap shirts? Yeah, you do. You do want the old rap shirts. And you do want the old band shirts, okay? But you also, apparently, want the old Harley Davidson 3D shirts. So 3D, let me get in here to see if I can show you. Okay, you see down here how it says 3D emblem, right? Your shirt, and it's dated right there. Like I said, a lot of the shirts are dated on the graphic, on the actual design that's on the shirt. So this is 1988. It's 3D graphics. And the other thing that's going to tell you is the tag. You see how the tag here says 3D? Okay, that's a Harley Davidson 3D shirt. Those are highly collectible, obviously, because they put it up for auction and it sold for $5,633. Holy moly. Who said eBay auctions are dead? They are not. Here is another one. I'm kind of actually surprised because it looks like that design looked like it had the Confederate flag in the background. I'm not sure. I clicked off of it, but if it did, eBay usually doesn't allow that stuff to be sold on the platform. Now this I don't know what was going on here. I don't know what was going on here. Somebody just really, really wanted this shirt, I guess. This is an MMA Elite. It sold for $5,100 on auction. It's great. It's got that kind of affliction 90s vibe. All the shirts that kind of look like this are very in style now. Obviously, it sold for over $5,000. Here's another Nirvana. Nirvana shirts are big. It's again on the giant tag by Tiltex. And look at this. It's just a beautiful, beautiful shirt. $4,500 it sold for. Here's another kind of shirt that you can easily find at yard sales this summer, flea markets, thrift stores, the Marvel Mega Print shirts. Now this is called all over print when the design takes up the whole shirt or close to the whole shirt. They're very, very popular. You see here, this dates it. The tag dates it. It's even got a hole. Which I love. What I love about them is they take pictures of everything, which is something that I do as well. We take pictures of every little flaw so the customer knows exactly what they're getting. It's a great shirt. It's sold for close to $4,000. Here is one. I don't know anything about this, but it's weird, right? Vintage Oblivion's Kill a Punk for Rock and Roll. Kill a Punk for Rock and Roll. Marty Perez graphic t-shirt. I don't know anything about it. It's obviously vintage because it's got the Screen Stars label. That'd date it to 80s or 90s. Kill a Punk for Rock and Roll. Somebody just obviously really wanted that shirt. Sold for best offer close to $4,000. This one is one that is very rare but very popular. It is Disney Aladdin Genie, the all-over print. You see that? It's just a beautiful shirt. This one sold for $4,000. Okay, so even though it says it's extremely rare, you can find these, okay? You can find shirts like these. As I keep going, you'll start seeing, wow, I saw one just like that at, a yard sale last year, or, things that strike your eye, or that catch your eye. But this video, I'm doing this just so you have in your brain some things to look for. Because if you find something that's, a $200 shirt, a $300 shirt, a $1,500 shirt that you never would have picked up before, my work here is done. This is a Cartoon Network shirt. It's 1998. Really not that old. It's on the Cartoon Network tag. Hanna-Barbera. Space Ghost Coast to Coast. It's a promo shirt for a TV show, which was Space Ghost on the Cartoon Network. Here is a Kira vintage t-shirt, 1993. I know nothing about this. I know some anime stuff goes really, really well. This is a beautiful all-over print on this shirt. Let's see a picture. The back is plain. So it's just a huge, big all-over print on the front, but it's still sold to close to $3,000. Wow, right? Here is another one. This is, okay, so I'm going to show you something. This is another 3D emblem Harley shirt. You can see the 3D emblem tag here, right? And you can see they took a big picture of the back. The picture of the front is kind of smaller and at an angle. I'm not sure why that is, but it might be to hide that Confederate flag logo. Because see the close-up, the south is where it's at, right? You can see right there, that is a Confederate flag logo. It's like it almost looks like a belt buckle or something. Those are not allowed on eBay, but even when they do the close-up photo, they don't feature that. They cut that out. So still sold for nearly $3,000, but basically against eBay policy to be listing that because you cannot list symbols of hate, and they consider the Confederate flag a symbol of hate. Here's a vintage 1993 Cali Soundgarden shirt. Acme Graphics. Okay, there's info down there. There we go. 1993 Soundgarden, under license to Brock something. So that is just a cool shirt. It lists the 1993 summer tour where they went, South Dakota, Michigan, kind of, it almost looks like Scrabble pieces there. Cool shirt on the Brookham label. And it sold for best offer close to $3,000. You could easily pick that up at a garage sale, you guys, right? You could pick up all sorts of stuff at garage sales. I was watching a video someone did not that long ago, and they picked up all sorts of 90s rock band, like concert tees, tour tees. Absolutely crazy, the stuff that you can find if you just know what to look for, if you just have a little bit of education about what to look for. This is a 1980 Nike official. It's a race official for the Cascade Runoff, which is a huge race back in Oregon, where I'm from. So this is just a really cool, the design is really cool. It's got the mountain for the Cascade Runoff. It's got the runner. It's got the geisha. I'm not sure where the geisha comes into play. It's got the sleeve hit here. It is single stitch. As you can see, that is a single stitch t-shirt. So really nice shirt, sold for $3,000. This, you also want to be aware of where you're from, because you're not going to find a shirt like that probably in Alabama. You're going to find Nike shirts, probably the really cool old ones like that in the Pacific Northwest. Nike is based in Portland, Oregon, actually Beaverton, Oregon, close to where I grew up. So we had a lot of Nike stuff, a lot of access to Nike stuff there. Rare Berserk Anime Vintage Extra Large T-shirt. Sold for $28.50, 38 bids. And this is not that old. It's 2000. I mean, it's 24 years old. Okay. But it's really not that old. It's not like a 1970s t-shirt. So sold for, again, $2,850. Here's one that's not a t-shirt, but I just thought it was really cool. There are some designer shirts that are also up there on eBay. There are some, I saw Filson shirt. I saw some pretty, better brands, but not really, shouldn't really be selling for thousands of dollars, but some of them do. It just depends. This is a beautiful shirt. The design is absolutely beautiful. I'm not that familiar with the Roar brand, but just, it's a beautiful shirt. Sold for best offer close to $2,799. These kind of funky, like weird Western style shirts, or old kind of rocker style shirts can sell pretty good. Here's another anime. They say it's a rare Akira Kaneda, I don't know. But it is, you see the info there. Somebody did a little bit of research on this. They probably looked at the tag. It says it's 90s, because this is the Screen Stars best after they stopped making the Screen Stars tag, and they just had best Fruit of the Loom. Sold for $2,500. Slow Dive. No clue what this is, guys. No clue. Slow Dive 1993 Souvlaki Tour shirt. So it's a band. The shirt looks really kind of, well, not really, but pretty beat up, faded out. The numbers on the back are faded. It is Screen Stars tag, which means it's 90s. So it sold for best offer close to $2,500. This one, this is an awesome shirt. $24.99 is what it sold for. It says, Mambo Loud, we will rock you. So let's see the tag first. Okay. It says, we will rock you on the tag. I don't know what Mambo Loud is or where that comes in. They must have found the brand from the RN number on the tag maybe. But check this out, guys. This is an awesome shirt. Just look at this. It's got the we will rock you tag. That sure looks like Freddie Mercury there. And as you go down, it's like the curtain is coming up, and they didn't even bother to steam or iron this shirt, man. They didn't even bother to flatten it. It's still sold for $2,500. It's all wrinkled. Nobody cares. The curtain is coming up, and on the back, this is what sells it. Look at this. We will rock you. The curtain's coming up, and there's the guitar with the eye, the one eye. That's a great shirt. $2,500 what it sold for. Here is another Harley 3D shirt. It says The Last Frontier. Truckers only. Lincoln, Alabama. Lincoln, Alabama. Must be from Lincoln, Alabama. I don't know. Let's go down here. Fort Worth, Texas says 1988. So again, it will have the 3D emblem on the shirt. That's in case somebody has torn off the 3D emblem tag. You can still tell it's a 3D emblem shirt. It's a Harley 3D shirt because if you look at the design, okay? So wherever possible, if they're cheap, pick these up. Absolutely. This had 37 bids. It sold for $2,472. Here is another one. Almost looks like Willie Nelson on the front, right? But Biker Willie. 1986 3D emblem, okay? You see the design here. People you can count on. American Biker. I don't think it has anything on the back. It's even got a hole. Still sold for $2,420. Crazy, right? Con Art Samurai B-Boy Catch. No clue what this is. They only took 2 pictures, and it still sold for $2,400. So, here is the tag, Con Art, okay? And I'm not sure, it looks like a kind of graffiti art shirt. Funky, it looks like it has a stain here. Yeah, I don't know what's... Catch. Yeah, B-Boy Catch. So it must be someone's custom art shirt, which is cool. Maybe that's not a stain. Maybe that's part of the design. I don't know. Oh, they just took a picture of the front of the shirt. 2 pictures of the front of the shirt, and it's still sold for $2,400, guys. That is crazy pants, right? Here, this one sold for $2,206 American or $3,000 Canadian, or close to that. They took a best offer. But this is just a Bjork t-shirt from the 90s. It is a Bjork post promo t-shirt. You can tell it's from the 90s. Oh, okay, this is one of her albums, I'm guessing. You can tell it's 90s because it's on the Screen Stars tag, single stitch. It's got a little bit of oomph there, but somebody liked it enough to pay close to $2,200 for it. Here's another one, guys. Look for these at garage sales, I'm telling you. The old Marvel Comics Venom. This is from 1994. It's a single stitch. It's a jumbo print. You can see here, 1994 Marvel. Okay, so it's just an old shirt. And what you want to do on some of the shirts is you want to check them for dry rot. Now, what you do is you take them and you put the shirt. Okay, let me show you with my shirt. This is going to be crazy. You put your thumbs under here, and then you just give them a little pull. And if they come apart, that means they have dry rot. You do not want that shirt. You can do that. I usually do that on the neck. You can also do it on the bottom of the shirt, where the hems are, is where you want to do that, because you don't want a shirt with dry rot. Cannibal Corpse vintage tour shirt, hammer smash face, bullet thrower carcass. Wow. Okay. Wow. That's a really cool shirt. Look at the crossed hammers on the sleeve. Oh my God, that's cool. Here is the, not sure what that tag is, but it's older. And it even has a hole, and it still sold for best offer close to $2,000. Crazy, right? Here is a rare vintage 1994 Marvel Punisher, produced by Somio Images. Don't know anything about that. The pictures aren't that great. It didn't sell because of great pictures. It sold because it's a great item. And you can see here, excuse me. Here are all the info. They put MVS. They put that in. So they put all the relevant info in. Sold for best offer close to $2,000. This one is weird. Let me just read it. Melvin's Houdini Pussy t-shirt. There you go, Betsy. I know you're kind of listening, but now you're really listening. Melvin's Houdini Pussy. I don't know. I don't know. So it's copyright Melvin's. Okay. There you have the great entertainment merchandise, the gem tag. And it's got on the back, pussy. That's just weird. I don't know who. I don't know. I don't know. But it sold for best offer close to $2,000. And I'm telling you, for cheap, I would definitely have picked that up because it's just a cool t-shirt. Two-headed dog and a two-headed cat. Come on, man. You got to get that. Here is one like the first one that I showed, I think, or the second one. Another one, original 1993. It's on the old anvil tag. Okay. Again, defunct.com will show you what tags are what dates. I use it all the time. So this sold for $2,000 for a Nirvana shirt, right? I wish I had been collecting them back in the day. Here is a vintage 90s Kobe Bryant t-shirt. Says I'm innocent. They didn't even take really great pictures of it. It's still sold for $2,000. Crazy, right? Free Kobe. And then on the back, it's got Kobe not guilty with the bars. Probably just a custom shirt that somebody did, but sold for $2,000. Original vintage Jamie Foxx mosquito head. Okay, so this is Wanda. And they put it on a really weird background to photograph it, right? It's hard to tell what's shirt and what's not. So this sold for a best offer of close to $2,000. Another mosquito head. We love casting spells. Shadow Wizard Monkey Gang. This is signed. So I'm guessing that is what makes it worth more money. I don't know. But it sold for $2,000. Terminator, Arnold Schwarzenegger, just a vintage 80s t-shirt. Again, you want to make sure on these before you buy them that you do that dry rot test that I showed you. But this one on the screen star, it says it's 80s t-shirt, so that would be an early, very early Screen Stars label, and it sold for best offer close to $2,000. The Cure pornography shirt. Oh, okay. Wait. We have 10 shirt. This is a 10 shirt lot. So these shirts is a 10 shirt lot and it's sold for $2,000. So each shirt sold for about $200. Just a collection of old Cure shirts, but it's not one shirt in particular. But stuff like this, guys, can be worth money. Even if, one of these shirts, oh, that's a cool one. One of these shirts is only worth, $20-30. One of them might be worth $500. So I probably would have lotted those out and auctioned them or sold them individually if it was me. Vintage 1985 Iron Maiden California Invasion shirt. There is Eddie right there. That's a really cool shirt. That's the Queen Mary and the Golden Gate Bridge, and Eddie is ripping them up. You see here it says 1985, so the graphic is dated. It sold for a best offer close to $1,900. Here is another one of those shirts. I'm not sure if this is the same one. It might be the same one. Yeah, this is the same one. Sorry, guys. False alarm. Here's another rare logo. It says 9 Inch Nails Download Spiral 9 vintage shirt. I want to do another video where I'm teaching you guys how to do good titles, because this title is not good. And still sold for $1,800 or best offer close to that. But the title on that is really not good. They have shirt as one of their last words. So it should be sooner anyway, is what I'm saying. 1994 is the date on it. It's a nice t-shirt. Not sure if it has damage, but you can see there it's on the All Sport tag, which is a older tag. Vintage 1994 Batman the Animated Series all over print. So is this really an all over print? Let's look. Kind of an all over print. Kind of. The sleeves are not printed on though. So it's kind of an all over print. Yeah. It's safe to say that's an all over print. There's a hole right there. Still sold for $1,799, $1,800, just for an old Batman Animated Series t-shirt. Here's another older Nirvana piece. This is That looks like a Screen Stars tag that's been cut off. So this has one bid. They started at $1,711.12. Not sure why, but it sold for that and had one bid. It's a nice shirt. Like I said, Nirvana World Tour 1993. That's cool on the back with that little voodoo doll. Okay, now we're getting into some wrap shirts. Some wrap shirts, like the ones that at the shows they would sell, like that were bootleg in the parking lots. Some of those wrap shirts do really, really well. This is from Bay Club. You can see it is Notorious B.I.G. And this is a posthumous t-shirt. It says Life After Death. It has all the people, or some of the people important to his life, and him. It is on the Bay Club tag. So this is what I was just talking about. It sold for best offer close to $1,600. Those are the wrap shirts you want to look out for. 80s 3D emblem. Again, on the 3D emblem shirt. This sold for $1,525. Harley Davidson of Glendale, Phoenix, Arizona. On the front, you can see it's got the 3D emblem tag up here, and it has the 3D emblem graphic down here. Sold for $1,525. Here's another one, guys. This is a promo for the mask. Promo shirt. Dated, when's it dated? 1994, you can see right there. It's really bright. It's really bold. Really great t-shirt. I'm not sure how old, how rare this is, but it still sold for $1,500. Vintage. This is not a t-shirt, but I wanted to show you this anyway because we all see dress shirts. I showed you the one earlier from Roar. We all see dress shirts at garage sales, thrift stores, flea markets, etc. And this is a vintage 1987 original iconic Yohji Yamamoto red flower shirt. I have no idea what Yohji Yamamoto is, but apparently it is very valuable. So this is just a dress shirt with flowers on it, and it sold for $1,500. This is an old X-Files shirt. This is an all-over print collection. Okay, so we have a bundle here. So it's going to be a couple of shirts. This one is Deny Everything, Trust No One. These are all-over prints. Really cool. The Truth Is Out There. The X-Files pilot. The X-Files, another X-Files, kind of boring, but you see all these shirts. So they did a bundle and they sold it for best offer close to $1,500. This is Machiavelli. This is Tupac. Machiavelli is something I believe he liked to be called, or he wanted his name to be. So this is a 90s Machiavelli Hail Mary. I don't know what that is. Machiavelli looks like an album. I don't know that much about Tupac. Sorry, I'd have to get my kid back here. Again, it's on the Bay Club tag. I believe that's the same as the other tag was, or the other shirt was, the Biggie Notorious B.I.G. So very cool. Very cool shirt. And it sold for best offer close to $1,500. This is Alice in Chains tour t-shirt. X-ray single stitch, true vintage, 1992. So they probably got the date. Sometimes you can get the exact date from looking at the tag, but sometimes you have to go down here, and it looks like 1992. That's where they got the exact date, but it's just Alice in Chains. It's a broken foot. I don't know if x-ray of a foot, but here you have all the info. They took really great pictures. It's got the tour dates back here or the places that they went. for the tour, sold for $1,500 and a penny. Here is a Nirvana. A bunch of these sell. Okay, a bunch of these have sold on eBay. If you find the Nevermind with the naked baby, God, that poor kid, on the giant tag, it's going to sell for a lot of money. It just has right there. It's just a promo shirt showing what was on the album or on the CD. So that one sold for best offer close to $1,500. This one is a Pulp Fiction t-shirt. 1994 movie promo shirt. I'm not sure if it says down here that it's 1994. I don't know. Or maybe you're dating it from the tag. Come on. That's not where I want to. That is not where I want to be. Okay, so you might be able to date it from the tag. That is a funky tag, man. Winterland, White Line product. I can't even read it. But it sold for best offer close to $1,500. Here's another movie promo shirt. It is Blue Velvet, which was just a creepy, weird, wild David Lynch movie, which aren't they all? But this one is on the old vintage Fruit of the Loom tag. It has Dennis Hopper on the front, looking just creepy AF. And it sold for $1,500. They did use some pretty good keywords in the title. They used the movie. Shirt is right up front, right? And then David Lynch, film, single stitch was a great keyword if you are selling vintage single stitch items. A lot of people who buy old t-shirts, we're looking for single stitch, single stitch, single stitch. If you don't have that in the title and it is a single stitch, you are missing out. And also Twin Peaks, because Twin Peaks is probably the most popular thing that David Lynch has ever done. So really good keywords on the title on this listing. Here is another Harley 3D. 3D emblem, you see it right there, 1988. You see it is Forged in Our Souls, the biker American Gothic, sold for $1,500. This one really freaks me out, kind of, guys. Who knew? This is a Sade Tornado Activewear. Okay. Lovers Rock Tour. Okay. But it's just a Sade. She started it in the hometown. Yes, Portland, Oregon. It's just a Sade shirt from 2001. It sold for best offer close to $1,500. So you literally never know. I would not get excited about this shirt, but it sold for dang near $1,500. So here is a shirt that if they took better pictures of it, it might have even sold for more. I don't know. But Big George versus Iron Mike, this might be one of the parking lot shirts that can sometimes have a lot of value years later. Like they aren't an official shirt that they sell in the event, but they're kind of sold in the parking lots, kind of like some of the old rap shirts are. Ready to Rage Again, Mike Tyson. Dang, who won that fight? I don't even know. Who won that fight, but Mike Tyson versus George Foreman. Vintage De La Soul wrap shirt, wrap band tee. Single stitch, super rare. Know nothing about De La Soul. De La Soul, it's got the date down there, I assume. 1991. That is early for rap, so yeah. And then it says, is dead. De La Soul is dead. Very interesting shirt, sold for $1,500. Here is another one, a movie promo shirt. This is so cool. This is an all-over print. Oh my God, Betsy, it's so cool. I love horror stuff. Above my desk where I'm at right now, I have original art from a friend of mine of the Mummy, the Wolfman, Frankenstein, Dracula, Creature of the Black Lagoon, and Some Like It Hot, which is not a monster thing, but it is, my favorite movie, or one of them. So this is such a cool shirt, guys. Sold for close to $1,500, but just look at it. It's him as a bat hanging upside down on the back, right? creepy AF. And then on the front, I mean, it's just like, what is that? Oh, they're showing the neck. So they're showing the neck probably is not dry rotted. I mean, look at this all over print. This is great.
Oh my God.
I might want to hang it on the wall if I got it. You know what I mean? Like, oh God, that's cool. And that is another one of it's the same tag. Winterland Productions. Okay. So Winterland Productions is apparently a shirt that you want to look out for, but that is such a cool, oh my God, that's cool. Okay, moving on. Cool, right?
Very cool.
Yeah. Betsy knows I get all worked up about some of this stuff. This is a vintage Overload Weapon X shirt. Marvel Wolverine liquid blue. So liquid blue shirts can be very, very collectible if they're older. Then again, not always. But look at the design on this, guys. Look at the design on this. Oh my God, that's crazy. There's people, ghouls or something coming out of the skin on his head. His eyeball has arms and legs. I mean, this is a wild shirt. Sometimes shirts sell for a lot more just because the design is so crazy. This would be one of those, I think. So this one sold for best offer close to $1,500. It's an awesome shirt. Look at the back too. The back is crazy too. Look at this. T-shirt art is beautiful. And now we're going to end up with a monster. I love monsters. Frankenstein. So this is not Frankenstein. I want to say Bela Lugosi because I'm having a big brain fart. Frankenstein Boris Karloff. This is Frankenstein Glenn. I can't remember his last name, but this is a different Frankenstein. It's not Boris, but it's a really cool design. It is mosquito head again. You see how his head goes right up there to the top of the shirt? It's just a big, huge Frankie. It's got the bleach on the side. It's all custom done. It's just a beautiful shirt, and it sold for $1,375. So we're going to leave it right there, and I'm going to wrap up the video and say thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it. I hope you learned something. I'm going to try to do more videos like this where I kind of, we maybe all learn something together, and maybe I teach you something from my videos that you can watch out for to try to make better purchases and make more money if you're buying to sell. Like me. So thank you so much for watching, guys. I appreciate it. Remember to subscribe, like the video if you like the video. Comment if you have anything to say. I love to read my comments. And we will see you on the next one. Remember to buy low, sell high, and subscribe. Bye, guys.